Okay, EVERHAM is actually a very good friend of mine. He's at FGCU. He was the most welcoming professor when I came here 8 years ago that I can ever imagine. And he's just been a great friend. We have a lot of fun, and I will talk about this for the next decade. I'm forgetting him. But when, now you're stopping it. And there's a reason he's on last. Not a reason I forgot you, but a reason I'm last, because he'll stir the pot. I know you will, Lynn.
So I was the one that started that awkward clap when Bill said, when he called Lauren his captain of his Navy, because I thought he meant it beautifully and metaphorically, and I thought it deserved to be clapped. I didn't realize he meant literally. Lauren, I think of you metaphorically as a captain of his Navy, and that's why I clapped. One of my graduate students is in the back. Irma, can you start the timer, because I can go long, and it's late on a Friday. 5 minutes.
Got it.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
So I'll talk a little bit about my impressions from tonight. I did see the presentations that I missed yesterday up in Ohio, and I was on the same kind of a panel at the end of the workshop in Ohio. But before I talk about that, I do want to mention what I think maybe is the best idea I ever had, that we don't have a football team at FGCU, so I started 3 years ago, maybe, doing tailgate for science before good science talks. I haven't been able to do it all this spring because I have a Thursday night class, but March 5th we're on spring break. So we're going to do a tailgate for science starting at 5:30. I've heard that Buckeyes know how to tailgate. I don't have any evidence of that. And we can show this guy from Australia how to barbecue. 5:30 out in the parking lot, tailgate for science. All right. I'm a disturbance ecologist. I'm interested in how irregular events shape ecosystems. The idea is to understand how they change through time and to be able to manage them better. So I actually would have been delighted to be in Bill's lab before Irma for that conversation. I stayed on campus. I hid out in one of the science buildings, trying to not have the cops find me and kick me out, because I wanted to see how the trees responded to the wind. That's what I am interested in. And like Bill, I was trained as a systems ecologist. Once I figured out that my study site, the thing that I wanted to study, which was the planet Earth, only had a sample size of 1, I turned to computer models as a way to simulate complex systems dynamics and to try to understand change through time, to try to work towards solutions. And sometimes computer models can guide us towards that movement from correlation to causation. And so they can be important tools. I got to Southwest Florida in 1996, the year before FGCU opened. Early on, I was trying to remember, Brad, if it was you, somebody pulled me aside and said, listen, I got to tell you something about the environmental community in Southwest Florida. When the going gets really bad, we pull the wagons in a circle, we get out our guns, and we point them all to the middle and we shoot at each other. 24 years ago, this Elkington's idea of the triple bottom line was just emerging, in the literature. And at that time, well, I know a lot of people who dye their hair like I do will remember this. There were 2 tribes. You were either on the side of the environment or you were on the side of the economy. And we spent time suing each other. That's the way we did business, a quarter of a century ago. And some of us are still stuck in that particular role. So I want to reemphasize what Lisa said. One of the most exciting things I've seen about this wet culture approach was Sam's presentation up in Ohio that I'm sorry I missed yesterday. If we can make money while we save the planet, we will save the planet. We have to look at ways of using market forces to change behavior. We just have to. And we've got to move beyond that idea that we're in 2 different tribes and all we can do is sue each other. In 2018, when the harmful algal blooms got bad, again, I'm a disturbance ecologist, and I was delighted. Not so much because of the bad stuff that was happening, but I thought, okay, this is going to be it, right? This is going to teach everybody that water connects us across the landscape, and that we're all in this together, and that we're going to be able to work out solutions. And so we pulled the wagons in a circle, and we got out the guns, and we pointed them upstream at agriculture, and we blamed them. That's an incomplete understanding of this landscape, you guys. You have to accept that. Who was here last night? Okay, so I also, as Bill said, might say stuff that's going to make you mad. That's okay. I think part of the solution is going to be that we have to argue. I think we also have to listen. I think part of the solution is we have to sue some people. And we have to elect better leaders. And I also think part of the solution is going to be creative, out-of-the-box technical solutions, some of which you've seen in the last 2 days. I also think part of the solution is going to be cultural and spiritual. Got to really change the way we think about how we fit ourselves onto the landscape. Remember how am I doing? Do not start the timer. Here's what I know from my 24 years in Southwest Florida. People are going to keep moving here. We aren't going to build a wall. We aren't going to stop development. Only thing we might do is effectively mismanage the land so that our beaches are always filled with dead fish and that our golf courses are flooded by sea level rise. That might work. But short of that, we got to figure out what we're going to do about the fact that people move here. And when they move here, they need places to live. And I think the solution is not stopping development. I think it's stopping bad development and guiding us towards better development. Some of which you can see from these applications of wetland nutrient reduction technologies. We can put more of that on the landscape. We can build it into our neighborhoods. People also have to eat. I think there are landscapes on the planet where food comes from far away. I think in the long run they're not going to be sustainable. I grew up in Detroit. Dr. Lee, I just got to say, go blue. People who have gone through the last generation in Detroit, Michigan, understand that if you put all of your economic eggs in one basket, it's incredibly fragile. We need to continue to have agriculture on this landscape. We need to grow food here. We need to grow beer here. We need to grow hemp here and make clothes out of it. We should start manufacturing solar panels on this landscape. Diversity in ecological systems leads to resistance and resilience. Diversity in economic systems leads to resistance and resilience. So please don't think of agriculture as the only problem, because we are all part of the problem. If you grow a lawn, you're part of the problem. We are also all part of the solution. We can fix what we broke. I think Nathan's wrong. I think the UN's wrong. It's not the decade of restoration, it's the century of restoration. This is the century where we will fix what we broke. It won't be easy, it won't be fast, it won't be cheap. But we're smart people, not just people here, we're smart people. Our species is pretty good and creative and smart once we figure out what the problem is. And there's things we could do and we'll fix it. And I'll end there and use that as bait if you want to ask me what. Thank you.